Today I'm going to take up a very common problem that a lot of English learners face. The problem is that they translate their sentences from Hindi to English whenever they are trying to speak something in English. And I know this because of course it has happened to all of us. At some point of our lives, whenever we were trying to learn a new language, we definitely face this issue because we are habitual to thinking in our native language. Now the issue is that in that process of translation, a lot of time is lost and the moment just vanishes. Most of the times we lose the moment. The translation takes a lot of energy. A good, effective conversation requires snappiness. It requires to think on your toes. That charm that is required. Now let's address a few issues that are connected to this problem. Is this good or bad? It is bad. Should it happen? No, it should not happen. Will it happen? Yes, it will happen. Will it go away? Yes, it will go away. I'm going to tell you how it is going to go away. Let us first understand one thing. It is not something that happens in absolute, that either you are going to translate or you're not going to translate at all. No, it is something that will happen more in the beginning and will eventually decrease when the time passes, and when your practice happens, it is going to decrease to a very low level, and then eventually it will completely vanish. Here we agree on one thing, it is a continuum. It's not going to happen with a click of a finger. So how will it exactly happen? I'll show you. This is you translating every sentence, and this is you who does not have to translate anything at all. So how will this happen? Right now this is like 0, it's a 0, and right now this is you. Okay, so you are translating everything once you start practicing. Okay, this is you practicing, giving it time, giving it a lot of energy. This keeps on coming down, and as this comes down, this keeps on increasing little by little, little by little, and then again it keeps coming down, and this comes here. Okay, now you are 50% through. Eventually what will happen? This you are going to grow, and this you is going to become small, and eventually this is what it looks like. You become this from this. Let's talk about your instincts. Let's talk about your intuition. Do you know how to drive? I'm sure most of you already know how to drive. So do you remember your first day at driving? The person must be telling you about the clutch, the brake, the gears, how to keep a little distance with the other cars, and which lane to take, etc., etc. At that time, I'm sure it must have felt cumbersome, it must have felt difficult. But now when you drive, don't you think you don't have to think about it? You don't have to actually apply your mind. A lot of people drive listening to music. A lot of them drive talking on the phone, which is absolutely wrong, but they still do. So that means there comes a point in your life when you don't have to any further think when you have to drive. You don't have to think about driving. That is what I meant. Similarly, it will happen for any other skill, whatever you're trying to learn. It will become automatic. Initially, it always faces friction. But when you keep providing it the fuel of practice, every now and then, you're giving that signal to your mind that you're going to do it, you're going to do it, you're going to keep practicing, you're going to keep doing it, you're going to keep working on your language. Eventually, your brain will stop resisting the change. It will start accepting it. Okay? And your brain is going to actually start supporting you. You will not have to consciously try to speak in English. English is going to flow out of your mouth. It will just flow like that. Now the point is, how do we do that? Okay, I will answer this question with another question. You tell me, how much time in the last 30 days have you actually given to learning English? Have you actually given it 30 hours in the last 30 days? And if I have to give you a figure, and I can assure you that these many number of hours, if you put into learning English, you will definitely be able to speak proper English. I'm not saying advanced level English, just a basic level English you will be able to speak with fluency. If I give you a figure, will you be working on that? I have a figure for you. I'm giving you a figure of 1000 hours. 1000. Okay? If you give it 1000 hours, you will be able to speak fluent English. Basic fluent English. That is a very good book that I read just a few years ago. The name of the book is Mastery, and it is written by Robert Greene. Mastery has this point that when you give something 10,000 hours, not one, 10,000 hours, you come to a position that you are an expert of that particular skill. And now you are in a position to teach that skill to other people. I'm not asking for 10,000 hours from you, because we don't have to become experts. We just need basics. I'm going to call it the 1,000 hours rule. If you give it your 1,000 hours, I am promising you, you will be able to speak proper fluent English with confidence and without hesitation. One last fundamental that I'm going to talk about with you today is effort expectation ratio. The name is itself self-explanatory. How much is your effort and how much is your expectation? The ratio right now is pretty disturbed. The effort that you're putting in is around 10, which is pretty low. And the expectation that you have out of yourself is pretty high. It's somewhere around 90. We need to maintain this ratio a little. We need to make the effort more and expectation little. So the ratio, instead of being 1:9, should be 9:1. Your effort should be 90% and your expectation should be 10%. Stop expecting too much out of yourself at such an early stage, because as I said, unless you give it your 1,000 hours, no big thing is going to happen for you. And as a good teacher, I have a homework for you, like always, that you have to listen to me carefully, and you have to do this. You have to speak in front of the mirror. Okay, let's first break the hesitation to ourselves, and then we will talk about breaking the hesitation to the outside world. So you have to go stand in front of the mirror of your room, your washroom, anywhere, and you have to speak to yourself for 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes, that's all I ask you for. And once you do that, come back to the video, comment done. Simple. Keeping a record of your own growth is very difficult. It's important that somebody else is watching over you. You can keep doing this in your regular days, keep doing it daily, and keep informing me. I'll be more than happy to know. Tell me if you liked today's video. Personally, I love today's video. Connect with me on Instagram, because I post a lot of stupid stories over there to find out a little more about my life. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments. Please share something on the comments. I wait for your comments. I love reading them. And please press the bell icon, because that's how you get updated on my videos. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye. Take care of yourself and keep smiling. Bye bye.